Hey, great Thursday evening. Retake. Take two. I'm actually talking like as if there were other people in here. There really isn't. It's just me by myself. All right, guys, take two. Why? Because I've always wanted to say that. All right, guys, uh, let's start from the top. Hey, great Thursday morning. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Take two. The lighting. Switch the lighting. There's no one here but me. Good morning. Good morning. Jesus Rodriguez, my man. Good morning. Good morning, Joe. Good morning. Good morning, Joe. Good morning. Good morning, Hilda Hermosa. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Miss Murillo. Good morning. Good morning. I love that last name, Murillo. I don't know why. It's just a pretty awesome name, Miss Murillo. And I know that a lot of people call Miss Murillo Lupita, Guadalupe, but for me, it's Miss Murillo. I don't know why. I think that name is just so awesome. Murillo, 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 Murillo. It's an awesome last name. I like it. Good morning, a peppermint tea. Good morning, good morning. Why so serious? Good morning, Alina Hermosa. Good morning. God bless you too. Good morning. Good Melida, good morning, good morning, good morning. I still have something here at the office for you that you have not picked up, and I haven't been able to drop off. It's just been a crazy schedule for me, but it's still right there. I'm looking at it right now. Good morning, good morning, 100%. Blessings to you, my man. God bless you, Frank. Let me say that I love what Constable Esquivel is doing out there in Precinct 1. And I appreciate everyone that works at that office. Great folk. And really, let me say, I'm very, very impressed at how communicative the precinct now is in regards to what is going on in the precinct and what they're doing out there with the community. It's amazing. Amazing. As I know that they had a water gun fight. That is awesome. It's just awesome. It re-engages a lot of our young kids with our police officers. And let me tell you, in the political climate that we're in right now, where police officers are demonized, we need more of these events. And I'm very, very proud of Cameron County as for giving our constables that freedom. It's important, and I wish that there would be a little bit more interaction with a lot of our local law enforcement officers. I had the opportunity to speak to a couple of them recently, and it's not a great situation, guys. And it's kind of funny because one of the things that I was sharing with folks is that when we had the forum, when we were running for city commissioners, when we had the forum with the Police Officers Association here in Brownsville, they came up with that question in regards to the defund the police movement and how that anti-law enforcement sentiment was going throughout the country. And of course, Commissioner Gowan didn't even answer the question, didn't even care to acknowledge it's an issue. Commissioner former Commissioner Benese, made fun of Erasmo, saying, well, there's no defunding the police here. It's not going to happen in Brownsville. Are you serial? Of course it's happening in Brownsville, guys. They're chipping away. They've been chipping away at the police officers for years now. Because one of the things that I shared during that forum was how they brought up the same questions almost as they had 4 years ago. So what does that tell us? That tells us that nothing has changed for our local law enforcement officers in at least 4 years. But with that said, The Corrupt Officers Association, it's a corrupt, politicized association. Police officers, you're getting screwed. The people that you have representing you are sellouts. They're going to appease the city commission and don't give a rat's ass about the association as a whole. So, pretty much screwed. I spoke with some local police officers here in Brownsville and making mention in regards to the insurance issue. And I said, well, yeah, brought it up during the forum as well. Not no one other, I think, except Miss Puente Bradshaw and Carlos Elizondo. No one other brought it up. No one except us. That's very unfortunate because we didn't have the opportunity to address the matter. And you know what's really trippy is the individuals that they endorsed were the ones that caused the problem in the first place. Yet the corrupt Brownsville Police Officers Association, corrupt, which is an arm of the corrupt political machine here, they endorsed the same candidates that have them in a pickle. How does that make sense to anyone? Oh, and then people going, here comes Erasmo being negative again. No, I'm not being negative. Just expressing the concerns of local law enforcement. Local law enforcement officers, they're upset that their insurance is growing to crap and they're looking for jobs elsewhere. They want out, guys. And that's unfortunate for the city of Brownsville, that the individuals that we have serving us want to get the hell out. And you know, one of the things that, and let me say, it's going to be kind of like a maldición in disguise, guys. What's going to happen, folks? Honestly, what's going to happen if, let's say Elon Musk does set up Starbase? What's going to happen, guys? It actually makes us, the guy's a billionaire, second richest man in the world. The guy can afford to build a whole damn city. What's going to happen if Starbase does come into fruition? They're going to need a law enforcement. Where do you think that they're going to come from? And then we're going to be in a pickle. They're going to set up their own schools, their own industry. And let me tell you guys, I'm running for mayor of Starbase too. Maybe, I don't know. Good morning, Jenny Hermosa. Good morning, Melanie Hermosa, Hermosa. Good morning, Norma. Good morning, morning. So, have something for you too. Oh! Good morning, David, Mama, and good fishing, Dory Hermosa. Good morning, Encarnacion. Good morning from the therapy class, Mr. Castro. Say hi to everyone out there getting therapy, my man. God bless you. Stay safe, my man. Is Frank Lemmer married? Yes, he is taken. He is very much taken. He is happily married. We don't want Starbase. It's coming. And we have no one else to thank for Starbase coming but our local elected officials. And look, guys, I'm not opposed to Starbase coming. Let me make this very, very clear. I just want to make sure that we, the citizens of Brownsville, actually get a fair shake, a fair portion, that we get the biggest bang for our buck. Unfortunately, with the individuals that we have, it's not going to happen. How about making paper products from industrial hemp? Look, I'm all about hemp. I'm all about TSC. I'm all about legalizing marijuana. Yeah, it's time. And I know that's uncommon for preachers to say, pastors to say. Legalize the crap out of it immediately. Should have been done decades ago. Legalize it. It's kind of and look, and my stance hasn't changed. When I ran for mayor of the city of Brownsville, which was like, was it 8 years ago, 10 years ago? When did I run for mayor of the city of Brownsville? I think it was like close to 8 years ago, wasn't it, Lolita? Anyway, when I ran for mayor of the city of Brownsville, my one of my platform policies on my platform was decriminalize marijuana in the city of Brownsville. Decriminalizing marijuana. So what that meant back then was, guys, if someone gets caught with a little joint, a couple of joints, let them go. It's marijuana. And I don't smoke marijuana, guys. I never liked it. I never was a fan. It's never my thing. Never. I don't like it. I've never liked it. But should be decriminalized. Decriminalized. I I don't. I'm not saying it should be legal. I'm saying it should be decriminalized. 100%. I think Mendes already asked him for that spot based on the picture he took with him. So close, and yet so far. Carried your books from school. They are all happily married. Going by for a quick photo with our Chicken Little shirts. Yes! I love it. Just kidding. Love it. I know. Saludos, Lupita, hermosa, hermosa. Strawberries is coming along with the rest of the ships. Sounds familiar? Natives also thought we were going to get a fair share. We're not. Eva, good morning, good morning, good morning. Legalized cocaine. No. Yeah, no. Cocaine is a horrible drug. It is has destroyed so many lives. So does heroin and all those other weird drugs. No, the difference between cocaine and marijuana is that marijuana usually doesn't go through the process that cocaine and these other drugs have to go through. Look, it's kind of weird, but I think I would be okay if people would chew on coca leaves. That I think would be okay. I think mushrooms are okay. You know, chew on some mushrooms, the psychedelic ones. I think it's okay. If it's a natural based plant, just go for it. But anything that has to go through a process, yeah, avoid all that stuff because you honestly don't know what you're getting, and that happens, I think, a lot with cocaine. Not that I'm an expert. Now I might have been an expert many years ago, but that's what happens with cocaine. You really don't know what you're getting. You know, you could be getting foot powder for as far as I know. Some people are all like crazy, like todos happy, and they're getting foot powder. How do I know this? I've read books. What? Good morning, beep 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 beep. Weed eater, weed eater. You see, weed eater. He likes to consume. Like 2015, Erasmo for mayor. What is it about marijuana that you don't like? Why decriminalize and not legalize? Just asking. Um, I'm not sure. I don't like. I never liked the way that it just uh, made me feel down. I wanted a drug that would lift me up, not make me fall asleep. I can fall asleep anywhere, anytime. Ask the people at Whataburger. But yeah, so I just never liked it. Not my thing. Would I smoke it now? Maybe. I think that maybe if I was in Colorado or Washington, where it's legal, it's not illegal. I might, go out there and go like, just going to go do it. Again, don't have to like it, just have to partake in it, participate in it. Uh, Decriminalize it is if you are caught with small amounts, it's not going to go on your record. They're not going to prosecute. They're not going to push forward. They're not going to arrest you. They're not going to take your name. Nothing. By legalize it, and not legalize it. I mean, guys, I don't want individuals, carrying big old butts amounts like boltones, big old bags. You know, I want it regulated by the federal government. I want someone to regulate it. State of Texas, they can regulate it all they want, and give subsidies to farmers and do the whole works. O sea, make it a part of the system. I don't, or private industry for that matter, but not legalize it. Does that make sense? Good morning, a handsome. Good morning. Buenos días, Erasmo. ¿No sabes si van a seguir las ayudas de las estampillas para los niños de escuela? Lo más probable, Lupita, es de que van a seguir, y no solamente van a seguir, yo creo que van a incrementar. Te digo esto porque este es al parecer. No creo que vayamos a salir pronto de esta pandemia. Y déjame decirte, ahorita con los precios, todo va incrementando. O sea, la gasolina está en incremento, las comidas están incrementando. Es algo exagerado. So, vamos a necesitar más ayudas. You're telling people you agree with legalizing marijuana. To some people and families out there are suffering because their children are addicted to this. No one's addicted to marijuana. And I never said legalizing. I said decriminalizing. What part of that didn't we understand? I was very specific. I never said legalize it. I said decriminalize it in small amounts. But see, this is the problem. People take what they want to hear, and then they start saying, well, why are you saying this? And then they want to make it into a sob story. Well, there's people out there that are addicted to marijuana. No one's addicted to marijuana. Does anyone know anyone that's addicted to marijuana? Anyone? I don't know anyone that's addicted to marijuana. People are marihuanos because they would like to smoke. No one's addicted to marijuana. People are addicted to cocaine, heroin. The other ones I can't even remember. Phentermine? Those are addictive. Speed. Marijuana? Who the hell is addicted to marijuana? Legalize cognitive dissonance. LCD? LSD? No. Marijuana and mushrooms are not processed. You are correct. They're not. I trust my plug more than the government. The government. That's cute. Funny how when you ask the mayor to address SpaceX and he and the commissioner say, SpaceX is not in Brownsville. Really? But they are big announcements and meeting Musk. Bola de ratas. Because they're all trying to squeeze him to put more money into their pockets, guys. And you know what? What's really trippy is that like a lot of folk out there, guys, actually are out there kissing the butts of the mayors and city commissioner for, oh, you're meeting with Elon Musk. ¿De qué te beneficia, perro? How does it benefit you that the mayor is meeting with Elon Musk? It benefits him. And it benefits the city commission. What part of that is so hard to understand? Lambiscona. Con puro olor Sharpies. No, that's horrible. I actually had a friend, not un conocido de high school, man. The guy siempre estaba medio chisqueadillo. But the guy started to do glue and paint. And, they'd always have paint on their face. Man, it fried their brains. That's horrible. Good morning, Arroyo. Good morning. Then once they do this drug, they are not aware of what they are doing. It affects everyone differently. Some end up breaking the law and destroying their future. Smoking pot is an individual choice, but not make it available. I don't know who you've seen smoking pot. I've never seen any of that from individuals smoking pot. Usually, when people smoke pot, they become very, very chill. They giggle, they laugh, and then they fall asleep. That's been my experience. Addicted to marijuana. Gracias, mi amigo. A ti, gracias, hermosa. Did you know that the active ingredient in mushrooms has many beneficial medicinal uses for depression and chronic pain? Actually, I plan to make a trip to Real del Catorce. We're supposed to go this next month. So we'll see. We're going to go for a weekend, me and my compadre from Monterrey, Jose Luis, and we're going to shroom out. Did you hear? Beep, beep. Ah! Yes, now I hear you. Ah! No one is addicted to marijuana. Uh-uh. Go back and listen to yourself. I bro, I know what I said. Lolita even asked. Lolita even asked. Is it Lolita that asked? Oh, explain why you said decriminalizing but no legalizing. I know exactly what I said because Lolita even called me out on it. What do you mean by decriminalizing versus legalizing it? I know exactly what I said. I don't have to go back. And I've been saying it for years since I ran for mayor of the city of Brownsville. Addicted to marijuana. Who the hell is addicted to marijuana? I gotta have a joint. Gotta have a joint. Hey, I'll have sex with you for a joint. Marijuana is a gateway to. Baby, you broke down the gate a long time ago. That ship has sailed. Gateway drug to homosexuality. And I know Frank, and I know Frank's joking. I'm praying. So someone just sent me the picture of Commissioner Bendis with a bar. I'm not gonna say who sent it, but just sent me a picture of Commissioner Bendis with a bar. Commissioner Bendis, love you, man. I want to have you on the show. Actually, I'm going to send him a message, see if he wants to come on. He would be an amazing co-host in the mornings. I'm just naturally fat, but it's not because of the weed. Por los munchies. It's a good thing people have Lone Star cards here. And again, I don't want crap and a half because I'm oh, you're making fun of people with Lone Star. I'm not. I love people with Lone Star, especially when they share with me. Alcohol and tobacco have done horrible things to your health, but they're legal. Exactly. I don't smoke cigarettes or marijuana. I think marijuana has been around for many years because of the day Indian tribes used to call their gods, and until this day, they still do. And you know what? Peyote. There's a lot of stuff out there, guys. I mean, let me tell you, as long as it's natural, I would try. When I go to Colombia next week, you better believe if someone says there's some coca leaves here, you better believe I'm going to chew on them. I'm going to chew on them. Why? Because it's an experience. I promise not to do cocaine while in Colombia, but I promise if I find me some coca leaves, you better believe I'm going to chew on those suckers. I'm going to chew on those suckers. Chew on them. Chew. Glue and paint are brain killers. Yeah, man. I don't haven't seen it as a recent, guys. I don't think I've seen anyone spraying up or gluing up. Let me tell you guys, I've seen some horrible cases. A bunch of kids, man, pobrecitos, horrible situation. I did a CBD show a few weeks ago with Oasis A CBD Wellness Shop. Hey, man, how did it go? I might have been out of town, Royal, but that's someone that I'd like to interview as well. And Royal is bringing on some amazing hosts on their show, and they're having another good one tonight at 8 p.m. I'm very, very impressed. Getting on some important folk from the community who are sharing some great information on Talk Show Central RGV style. More power to you, man. Congratulations. Congratulations. And tonight at 8 o'clock, I'll be on there. They should legalize it like alcohol. Um, I don't know. I again, as long as we can find a way to get it regulated to the point that it's not the cartels that are making the money. Does that make sense? O sea, I don't want individuals from other countries who already have a foothold on growing marijuana, que nos ganen pisada. Does that make sense? O sea, I want American made, American grown marijuana. You know, I want farmers to have that option. On an off season, hey, we're going to, not plant potatoes this cycle. This time around, we're going to, plant some marijuana. So I want farmers to have that option. That's my only concern. They can, we're just going to continue to make the cartels and the drug pushers all the more richer. That's what I want to avoid. That's why I mean by not legalizing. Let's wait. Let's let United States get a foothold on it. Let them get a little bit, at least catch up to where all these other countries are already at. Just want it fair. Want us to make a buck. America first, guys. Puff puff America. I had a friend who would do acid back in school every day. He was always laughing and saying people were melting. Y todavía está vivo and doing the same drugs. It's kind of weird. I think I tried acid a couple times. I think acid was amazing back in the day. I don't think I've seen it around anywhere. And again, I'm not encouraging anyone to do acid. Let me say that it was a mistake. It was horrible. It was fun, but it was not my thing to do. But it was fun back then. But I think the acid back then was different from the acid in these days. Back then, the acid was like different, amazing. How did this turn into a drug show? Ah! Erasmo said decriminalize, not legalize, 100%. And Lolita called me out on it. She said, explain the decriminalized and explain the legalized. And I explained it. But again, you have those people that hear what they want to hear. And, they become all these Puritans go like, what do you want? You want me to lie to you like the politicians here do? Oh, no, it's addictive. It's bad. Shut up. It's marijuana. No one's going to lose their life over marijuana. How many overdoses have you heard of people from marijuana smoking? But I have a story, but I don't even know if I should share the story. It was when, oh, hell to hell. A long, long time ago, guys. I'm not encouraging anyone to smoke anything, but long, long time ago when I was young and stupid, I think I was like 19 and went to a party up at the border apartments. If y'all were there at the party, and let me tell you guys, a lot of smoking going on back then, and I can never cared for it, but I did not inhale, but I did get a lot of second smoke. Let me tell you, when I left that party, I was fumigado, and I was driving my brother's car. Uh, it was a standard, and I remember I didn't know how to drive. Pero yo había animado el carro y andaba todo like buzzing, and I'm driving, of course, from Borders all the way down to the airport. And I was like, I can't remember what roads I took, but I was going like, Lord Jesus, help me, Jesus, 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 help me, Jesus, Jesus, Lord Jesus, help me, help me, help me, help me, Jesus, 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 Jesus. And I went all the way from Borders down to the airport on first gear. First gear. But Lord Jesus did help me that day. Since we're talking about drugs, are you going to introduce? I love Speedy from South Coast. It's an icon. An icon. Don't listen to Frank Green. People can be addicted to marijuana just people are addicted to sugar, sex, and gap. um, I don't think so. I don't think that that's the word. I, I understand the gambling thing, the sex thing, and the sugar thing. I just don't think that people can be addicted to marijuana. Has anyone ever heard of that? People addicted to marijuana? I haven't. Good morning, Papaya Head. The city should open up pot stands just like firecrackers. Alcohol and tobacco are legal because they are taxable. Because the government don't get their paper boo boo. That's why tax the crap out of weed, not cocaine. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Chew on this. I was surprised no one had brought that up as of right now. Or I'm being late on the comments. Chew on this. Ah! Any good news when it is the next board meeting? I honestly don't know. As that should be the first week of August. They should get legalized. People don't die from weed. More people die from consuming alcohol, and that's legal. That's beagle, like a beagle. My son suffers from severe depression and anxiety. CBD oil and flour have honestly helped. CBD flour? No, let me tell you, Cindy. CBD is amazing, and I use it to sleep, like I've shared. And let me tell you, it knocks the crap out of me. I love it. The cartels. Legalization makes good money in taxes. 100%. There's a physical addiction and mental addiction. There is no physical addiction to marijuana. If anyone says that, they are mentally challenged to begin with and should not be smoking marijuana. Should not be smoking anything. What Erasmo Castro is being positive at this first. I want what he's. Yeah, being positive. That's what happens when I eat and I drink at the same time. Me sale el moco. Are you going to bring back coca leaves by any chance? I think gotta go. I think that's illegal. I'll ask. I suffer from a severe anxiety, and the CBD oil helps me get off of the pharmaceutical Biospro. Let me say, I truly believe, Cindy, that there's a lot of benefits to CBD oil, to hemp, to marijuana, to all of it. A lot, and I want it to happen. Smoking marijuana might not be a good idea. I'm sure the people who came up with the changes to Boca Chica were. ¿Y qué tienes si dijiste legalize it? Yeah, I didn't know. That's problem. You don't know. That's problem. You don't know politics. Okay, good job. Did you say free tacos and puff puff? Asking for a friend. Ah, when I was young, marijuanos were everywhere. One knew who they were. Life was easier and awesome back then. Yeah, and all my friends, los que nos juntábamos allá enfrente de la casa de Chucky, toda la raza de la polka. Remember, guys? Todos los marihuanos. I had other nicknames for myself. When went to Brownsville High School, you could smoke cigarettes between classes, and some people would smoke pot. I remember that people would stand next to the wall, back wall, and they would be smoking up, or they would go smoke at the lake in the front. La Resaquita. Your screen is black, can't see you. Really? That's kind of racist, Frankie. You know, didn't expect you to be the racist type. Did you burn that transmission? Puro Bob Marley. Pásale. Puro Bob Marley. Oh! Bob Marley, Pink Floyd, my crazy smoking pot friends I would always hang out with. Pásale. I would always hang out with my crazy local friends back then, and it was so much fun because they buy the whole store to eat. It's so true. A lot of folks, hey, Papa, you doing going? We brought you some breakfast tacos. Thank you. It's so very, very true. Okay, eso ten cuidado porque es bien traicionera esta tía. Eso it goes back. I never got to see Bob Marley. I saw Pink Floyd back in '96, I think. It was so awesome. I loved it. My crazy smoking pot friends would always hang out with the crazy local friends back then. It was so much fun because they would buy the whole store to eat. Los munchies. It's crazy, but it's so true. People would always get the munchies. And let me tell you, for us individuals that were a little bit on the heavier side, couldn't afford to be eating more stuff than we were already eating. Si así estábamos marranitos. Hannah pots smelled like weed inside and out. Pods. It's true. Pero la raza en la Hannah se ponían on the back wall, me acuerdo, estaban todos lined up y todos fumando marihuana. I mean, it's what was happening. Y luego se iban para la resaca enfrente y ahí le entraban. I mean, I remember that was part of Brownsville, guys. It's just part of where we were going. Las Prietas, no, hombre, shut up, ni quien diga. My friend Isaac Romero singing, what was in that joint? Can the new movement... I love Isaac Romero. He is...
Go say hi to Brownsville, have Brownsville knows you.
Eh?
Go say hi to Brownsville.
Yeah, you can come on over.
Half of Brownsville knows you, Sam.
Bring the chair, bro. We have visitors today at the studio. Sam, how you doing, my man?
Good.
Sam is a professor at Falk Middle School, and Sam had a little head-on collision with a COVID-19. How are you doing, man?
A lot better.
Yes,
A lot better.
We had the opportunity to follow along, through COVID-19 and through your struggles. I'm very, very impressed and very, very grateful to God that He brought you back to us.
Yes, and I want to thank everybody for your prayers. All the motivation y'all gave me was awesome, and I'm almost 100% back. I'm getting ready for the new school year.
You look más lleno, rellenito. Te habías enflacado bastante.
So, yeah, I lost about 70 pounds.
Yeah.
And I think I already gained back about 45.
You could tell because I we've known each other even before then. Estabas llenito, not saying you were fat. Well, a little bit. but let me tell you, man, 70 pounds. We're like, what the hell? In that sunk, los cachetes para dentro. Oh, esto very, very bony. Very, very proud that a lot of our BISD folk who went through COVID, made it on to the other side, and very, very sad that a lot of our colleagues out there didn't make it,
Yes.
did not make it, and it's a very, very sad situation. Y'all are going back on the 11th,
Yes.
back to campus. One of the things that I think has been concerning for a lot of folk out there right now recently is that the numbers are starting to come back up, and there's a lot of talk going around about the Delta variant and the other variants. Are you, as a professional who has gone through COVID-19, concerned?
Well, yes, because a lot of people still not vaccinated. They should get their vaccine. And it's protection. Maybe you'll get the symptoms, but not as hard as like I did without the vaccine before they offered. That I was ended up in the hospital for 3 months. You know, it's something terrible and affects your mental status, your family, everything. So out there, if you can, don't be afraid of the vaccine. Just some side effects, but you're just helping yourself, preventing yourself from getting really, really sick, like I did, which almost cost me my life.
Yes. And let me say, guys, I know that a lot of folks here have followed, but one of the good things about social media is that you get to see it firsthand. It's not something locked up in closed doors as much as they wanted to do that for a lot of folks. But we were able to see the progression as a lot of folks as they have been going down as they with COVID-19. With a vaccine, I think everyone was a little bit happy that hey, ya estamos viendo la salida.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, things are starting to go down. One of my concerns is that I don't know if you've followed the numbers, but the numbers as they were shared by Hidalgo County and by Cameron County, the age group of the individuals.
Yes, it's a lot the younger generation.
Yes.
From 12 to I think mid-30s. So
It was weird because when it started, you had the upper rung, the elderly people, the ones that the higher numbers were there. And then all of a sudden it was like starting to shift and go down to, your age, our age group.
Yeah.
Although you're older than me.
I'm
But-
49.
Yeah, he's way older than me. But then our age group started to really get hit.
Yes.
Now it seems that the younger kids, I think 70 some out of the 200 that were positive up in Hidalgo, 76 I think were between the ages of 0 and 20.
Yes, and 95% of them are not vaccinated.
Well, no, yeah, because they're in that age group.
Yes.
Because we're not vaccinating folks until they're over the age of 12.
Yes.
So it's kind of a weird situation. Is this worrisome for individuals that are going back onto campus with the kids, possibly carrying it?
It should be because it's like I'm thinking like, yes, I'm already protected, but I still can get it again. Not as harsh, but I still want to get the symptoms if somebody's not vaccinated. Since I teach middle school, hopefully those 12, 13, 14, 15-year-olds get vaccinated before going back. That way it's like another safeguard from preventing yourself getting sick, your family members getting sick, plus the teachers.
I know you're carrying the oxygen. What does the oxygen machine do for you?
My oxygen concentrator helps me, give me a clean air for my lungs. Because right now I'm still my left lung is 100% working. My left lung, my right lung is about, I think it's getting better. It's about maybe still about 70%.
Wow.
And I have a lot of mucus but this helps, when I over-exasperate myself, it gives me all the oxygen that I need to recuperate.
Good. And I've...
Tell them about your recent...
Oh, yes. And another side effect I'm getting is called syncopes, which means if I cough so hard that I'll just blank out. I mean, I just faint and I lose consciousness for about maybe 10 seconds.
Wow.
So that's another side effect that I have.
Oh, but the prognosis is good. We're almost there.
Yes.
And again, it's like night to day. One of the things that I think we were able to share during the COVID scare, I don't know if you know Joe Valdez.
Yes.
My gosh.
Classmate.
Joe Valdez looked horrible.
Yes.
I mean, he almost looked as bad as you, but he was horrible. I actually got to FaceTime while he was in ICU. Oh my God, I didn't think he was going to make it, and a lot of people didn't think that he
Yes,
was
I
going
had
to
a
make
lot
it
of
either.
our classmates didn't make it from our class reunion from Joe Valdez. Uh, I had another classmate that passed away this about a couple of weeks ago, same age as us. You know, they don't believe in the vaccine, and now that they get sick, they want the vaccine, they cannot get it, and doctors are very hesitant, like, well, you waited too long.
Yeah,
So
it's really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate because it's so accessible here in this country. Look, I travel. I've been traveling to Mexico, throughout this year, and people in Mexico, they're desesperados. They want the vaccine.
yes,
Here, anyone can get a vaccine in any corner of Brownsville. Now everyone's offering the vaccines, and
it's free.
it's free.
Free.
And there's some people that just don't want to get the vaccine.
It's like my cousin. She lives in Matamoros. She has none of this uh, help. She's on 30 liters of oxygen on a daily basis.
And Pásale, we're so blessed in this country. We're so blessed in this country that we have everything out there. I mean, anything and everything that we could ever need. Pásale pa, un segundito. Esto no hacía. Anything and everything that we could ever need, we have.
Yes.
And again, you have bájala de esa pa. We have uh, the
Yes.
oxygen machine. I mean, there's people out there in other countries that would die to have an oxygen machine.
Yes.
I mean, literally, and they have absolutely no access to it. There's some folks actually that I've seen in Mexico. They carry around these old oxygen tanks.
Oh,
because
he had them. It was very difficult for me to fight for him to get this one.
no, hombre.
See,
And that's
so the
because
diagnosis.
that's because we pay our insurance, and that's the other setback because we're not on government assistance at Erasmo, and that's what people don't understand, that we're part of the working class, and
Well, there's no benefits for the working class. I see.
there's no benefit.
There isn't, and that's one of my concerns. That the middle class here locally is going to disappear because you're going to have the elitists acá arriba que no batallan. They don't have anything to worry about, and you're going to have the individuals that are going to be phased out in regards to being on the lower rung of the socioeconomic status here in Brownsville, and that I think is really, really very concerning because folks here in the United States shouldn't have. There should be no reason for anyone to go without, proper equipment and
No,
stuff like
he was
that.
carrying those tanks, and I had to fight for that concentrator. And I told his doctor, I said, please, we're not on no government assistance. If I have to pay for that concentrator, I will.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Let's get to this one. Los niños que no reciben estampillas, que solo no son estudiantes, que ahora están recibiendo esta ayuda, ¿seguirá? Lo más probable es de que sí va a seguir. Al momento no ha habido otra notificación, pero si no mal recuerdo, siendo de que los números están incrementando y siendo de que la mayoría de este dinero viene del gobierno federal, lo más seguro es de que lo van a seguir recibiendo. Con eso dicho, necesitamos ver qué es lo que va a decidir el gobernador Abbott, siendo de que recuerden que él fue uno de los gobernadores que decidió terminar lo que era el dinero que se estaba recibiendo por el desempleo. So veremos. Lo más probable es que sí. They should legalize marijuana for people with chronic illnesses. They should legalize it. They should decriminalize it. I don't think legalizing is the right step right now, but decriminalizing 100%. You are super delayed on the comments. I know. It's always the case. Flower is the bud. Animo. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. To go to the Walmart Boca Chica to Pueblo Tires right across the street. I don't know what that means. If we tax weed, maybe we could cover the potholes.
A lot of potholes.
A lot of potholes. I think Brownsville should legalize maquinitas like early 2000s instead of going to life. Well, there's a move actually in the state of Texas that I actually want to be a part of. There's a move to legalize gambling, again, controlled by the state, which, yeah, let it happen. It helps me write dozens of parody songs in an hour. There are many medical benefits to psilocybin. I don't, can't even say that. Ya change the subject de la marihuana because my mamá va a pensar que soy de los malos. CBD has many benefits, but must be taken in moderation. I know I messed up on that one. Hey, Sam. Sam, we continue to pray for you and your family. God bless you. I love you, my man. Graciela Ramirez, thank you for your order. They're wearing the shirts. Only him. I love the shirts. COVID survivors, a much better discussion. Be nice. Yeah, que nobody wants. Hey, you get variety. Ray Martinez, yes. Isaac Romero, I love this guy. This guy's super talented, superbly talented. If you ever go to Vegas, they have the biggest dispensary in the world, I believe. They also have a restaurant with infused meals. You should go. Half of Vegas smells like the devil's lettuce. The devil's lettuce. Back in the day, even los marihuanos had respect for elders. Always los buenos días from them. 100%. Thank you for sharing your experience with COVID. Yes. We actually need more folks to share. I remember that my first experience with weed was at Falk, talking about Falk, because one teacher would hook it up.
Not this one.
Not this one.
This one.
Back in the 90s, when boarding and school pounding was legal in school, the good old days. I heard that they are putting back the masks again because of the Delta. Again, we shouldn't have taken them off yet since the pandemic is over. It's everyone, even vaccinated people, wear. What's your take on the masks?
I still wear mine. Yeah, because whatever can help us, prevent as much as the spreading. So, I think we should bring it back until everything's under 100% control.
Yeah, and right now, the variant is very, very concerning. And again, my concern is that this is just the first of other variants that are going to come in. That's my concern.
And they just mentioned, I think this morning, there's a different variant in Florida.
Yeah, we can't afford that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to Florida.
No way.
I'm going to Miami next week. But no voy a pasar, voy para Colombia. Peor todavía. Definitely the numbers are coming back up. I do COVID swab testing the other day. I did 10 COVID tests. 3 were positive, and the patients are coming out positive are young, under 40. Yeah, yes. That's exactly right. Let's finish with the comments, and then I need to go. I got people at the office. We need more people to get vaccinated. Yes, get her done. I thank Abbott for this, but they're trying to blame illegal immigrants for this. I think there's a little bit of look. Let me say, guys, I've been very, very blunt about it. I don't want anyone crossing over from anywhere without the proper legal documentation, and for them to have been vetted to make sure that they're not bringing over a bunch of diseases. The problem with an open border, guys, is you got people coming in from Central and South America that God only knows what they're bringing. And I'm sorry, folks. It's already been a proven fact. La Jolla Police Department put it out very bluntly. Guys, the individuals that are being brought over and crossing the river without documentation and being dumped at Catholic charities, those people are being placed at hotels that are positive. COVID positive, guys, doesn't help the country in any which way whatsoever. So we need to control. We need to have a stranglehold on who's coming into this country, especially for us to live on the border. Simple as that. It's not a matter of politics. It's a matter of safety. Is it true CDC is now asking people who were vaccinated to use a face mask? Yes. No longer as a suggestion, but a requirement? Not yet. There hasn't been a federal mandate as of yet, but there are talks that the federal mandate is going to come soon. And that, again, for you being by yourself in your house with a face mask, I think it's kind of weird. Or driving around, más weird. Still, many people are resisting to vaccination. If you look at the COVID-19 wards, they're all under 40. That's horrible. And it's true. I think the individuals that had gone into ICU up in Hidalgo County were under 30. That's scary. Another place in the U.S., I know that they are firing people if they do not want to get a vaccine. I don't know about firing people as of yet, but it's probably going to get to that. A lot of individuals, a lot of companies out there are starting to require the federal government now. For you to be a federal employee, you have to get a vaccination. Nene, proof. Yes, I agree. Why do people give you the thumbs down? Those bastards. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm just joking, guys. Let me finish with the comments, guys, and then we're out for today. This crisis is far from over. People are a falseness of all's fine, but the numbers keep increasing. 100%. Smash that like button if you're on YouTube. Yes, please. Prayers for Sam's complete recovery. Amen, sister. Love you. At my show, a friend was telling me that in Mexico they are taking the Chinese vaccine. They are taking Cancino, AstraZeneca, but the Cancino I think is the one that's the Chinese vaccine. I'm not sure. All right, guys, I need to go. The thing with the vaccine, the minute you should understand that it is protects you from getting. Yes, 100%. Thank you, Biden. Yeah. You never read my comments, Mr. Marcos. Didn't I? I did, didn't I? I think I did, Alfredo. Sorry, Papa. ¿Alguien sabe si los niños irán a personal a la escuela? Sí. Samito already announced that they're going face-to-face. Brownsville is soon to announce. It's going to happen. I love Lyme's disease, and CBD helps me. I love Lyme's disease. Green Boys, I want a few others. And I follow this young man's story. I thank God he is better, 100%. God is good. He is a miracle God. Amen, sister. Definitely. Boca Chica will be turned into Casino City. That's the kind of good thing. Will says, wear your mask in public, not in your car. Preach, brother. I heard that they want to close down borders since 14 people crossed over Monday. No, they don't. That's unfortunate. Marcos Wheat. Love you, Alfredo. Sorry, bye-bye if I missed your comment. ISIS kids that are 12 should be remote learners. No, I agree with you. Something different has to be done, a little bit more proactive. Guys, my time is up, and I got people at the office. Have an awesome day. Y'all too, guys. Guys, have an awesome day. I'll see you tonight at 9 p.m. Social distance, face covering, hand sanitizer. Guys, thank you, Sam, for coming over. Thank you, Grace, for coming over. Guys, have a great day. God bless. Take care, and I'll see you tonight at 9 p.m. Be good to each other, and please continue to be good to me. God bless.